Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and guys, today we are doing my first ever, holy cow, my first ever clothing try on, and I'm super excited about this for multiple reasons. Now I'm just gonna get into this very briefly because I did get asked, you know, Paige, why are you wanting to make the switch, all of that stuff, and I will link for you guys, as I've done a ton, my most recent video that talks about why I'm doing what I'm doing and de-stressing and like what's been going on with me health-wise. I will link that. I know most of you have seen it, but if you have not and you'd like to get to know me a little bit more on that level, please feel free to check out that video. But for me, a lot of getting into this side of things where like plus size fashion is concerned is that it took me a very long time to come to terms with like my body, where I'm at with it, and how my body is. And there's a lot to that happens behind the scenes that I don't go over a ton, not because I won't, just because it's never really been something anybody's asked about. If you guys would like to see a video on that, by all means let me know and I will kind of get into that. But again, brief run through, I have a brain tumor. It sends me through puberty, pregnancy, and menopause all at once, and it can be really difficult on like a hormonal level. I have gained and lost over 100 pounds twice in my life, and none of which was done healthy, and it's one of those things for me that really was the catalyst for getting to know my body and trying to be comfortable and confident in the fact that my body will forever change, and it's not, and it doesn't look like everybody else's. And when I think back to why I started my channel and all of that, one of the main things that I always wanted to showcase is that it's okay to be different, and it's okay to be different in any aspect, whether it's your size, your shape, your color, your undertone, how you like to wear your makeup, light coverage, full coverage, lashes, no lashes, like whatever. I always wanted everyone to know that there was nothing wrong with them. Whatever they were working with was just fine. And I think for me, a lot of times I always kind of felt like I was plus size, but I was like the wrong kind of plus size. Like I don't have big boobs, I don't have a nice big butt, I don't have a defined waist, I'm not an hourglass, I'm literally a of just whatever this is, and that's okay. And so for me, doing these videos on my channel is really important to just showcase a lot of different types of bodies, because I feel like, let's be honest, there's a lot of plus size people in the online community that do hauls, but there aren't a lot that look like me. And I'm not saying that because I think I'm so great, but there's not a lot that are like lumpy and blumpy and you know, like this. I carry weight all over the place. I have a lot of like skin here, I don't have any there, and that's because when you gain and lose weight, a lot of times you'll gain and lose it in different places. And I just felt like a lot of people might be able to relate to my body or to relate to my story or whatever. And so that's kind of why I wanted to start bringing this to you guys and just have an open, honest conversation and show you guys like, this is what I'm working with. Let's talk about clothes, because I feel like clothing as well as makeup can be such a huge point of empowerment. So with that being said, you guys, welcome to this video, and we're gonna sit down and talk. Well, actually, I'm gonna stand, y'all can stay seated, but we're gonna talk about the options on Amazon plus size sweater haul. Like that's kind of where I was going for with this first video. I wanted it to be something that was comfy, something that was fun, and something that I feel like everyone, and I mean everyone, is looking for right now, and that's just plus size sweaters. Like, what you want to know is the fit good, the quality, the price, like what are we looking at? And Amazon is something literally like almost everyone uses, let's be real, and I thought this would be a good place to start. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do my best to kind of dive through these. I want to talk quality, consistency, how they look, the fit, all of that, of course. I'm also going to be touching on the texture of them because I do have fibro as well. Autoimmune disease makes me very sensitive to like how things feel, scratchiness, so on and so forth. Now, all of that being said, let's go ahead and start off with this sweater right here, which of course is part of the haul. I do have some thoughts and opinions on it. I want you guys to know though, I am on a camera right now that is pretty much dead on. It might be tilted down a freckle, but for the most part is dead on. This is my only option as of right now. I am in the process of kind of turning it, so hopefully next time it'll be more from this angle. You'll be able to get a little bit more body, a little bit higher, that sort of thing. But for right now, I know it just, the angle could look a little bit funky. So that's why I'm gonna move in and out a lot so you guys can have as best an idea as you can as far as fit and all of that. So let's go ahead and talk about this sweater right here. I have my order pulled up. It is $33.99 and it is the It's Mode Ladies Fashion Chunky Turtle Cowl Neck Knit Wrap Asymmetric Sweater. Whoo girl. Again, $33.99, and I picked this up in an XXL. Now there obviously is a huge difference between 2X, XXL, all of that. We can get into that at a later date, but this one is spec'd as a XXL. And I will say, I mean, as far as the quality of the texture, I just want you guys to really be able to see. It's this really nice kind of light chunk knit texture on it, which I really, really like. The only issue that I have with this sweater, I think for me, would be in the faux aspect of it, because I think if you're looking at it, it has a really nice, again, a nice tailor, it has a nice drape. I really like the way that it sits and that it falls going down like toward the hip region. The only thing I don't like about it is this right here, and the fact that this is completely fake. Like these are not attached in any way, shape, or form. You are actually not attached until this button up here, which is a fake button, honey. So you're not undoing nothing. This isn't like a faux wrap. It is completely, everything about this is faux, girl. Let me just tell you. So you have to put it on over your head. You can't undo any buttons, which for me was kind of a bummer because I had hoped I'd have a little bit more wiggle room there, but it is what it is. I really like that this one has a lot of give, a lot of room, and for a traditional XXL, I feel like it's very, very generous. So something to keep in mind. As far as sizing, I'm typically a 2X 18, like on bottom, but 2X overall kind of thing. I just find that with the way that I carry my weight, I carry a lot of weight in my back, which is also something you don't see a lot of on YouTube. I don't know. I feel like it fits really nicely. I like the draping. My only issue is this right here, but as far as texture goes, it's fine, fit and all of that. We're good to go. And another thing you're gonna notice real quick, girl, is that from this point on, I'm gonna do my best to really kind of power through these, because there is nothing more annoying than somebody that talks forever about the same damn shirt. Like sometimes you just wanna see them, you know what I mean? Like get on, get in, get out kind of thing. So we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. All right, so next up we have this little guy right here. We'll get into fit and all of that in a second, but it retails for $31.95, and this is the Happy Sailed Woman off the shoulder long sleeve oversized pullover sweater. And again, by the way, if I haven't said this yet, all of this will be linked down below. They are commission links, so keep that in mind. If you purchase through them, I do make a small commission, but everything will be linked as long as it's still available. Now, this one for me, this is probably the one I was the most excited about. I actually wore it all day the other day. You probably saw some selfies or my little IGTV that I put up last week. If you haven't, check my Instagram. They're linked down below. But I really was so excited. Like the color of this, the texture of it, it is, again, this really nice kind of chunk knit. So let me see if I can get like obnoxiously close here. Do you see all of this like perfect, just chunky goodness? Oh my God, you guys, so nice, so soft, like quality, the texture of it, 10 out of 10, super comfy. Now, I think the key word with this sweater specifically is oversized. I can full on do like the off the shoulder moment with this sweater, and it fits perfectly. Like you can go off the shoulder one side, you can go a little bit off both sides if you want to. It has a nice like light V, but it's not like a super plunging V. So in the way of how you can style it, there's a lot of wiggle room. Again, I love the color. I love all of that. I would wear this. I would actually wear a lot of these with a black bra, because I love the look of a black bra strap, or like a black strap with a sweater. I think it looks really sleek. All right, guys, now we're getting into this big old beast. It is a navy blue and slightly off-white striped sweater. So soft. Like I cannot express to you, let's just do our close-up now, the level of softness that is happening on this sweater is insane. So comfort, all of that, like as far as the softness, the texture, 10 out of 10, feels super nice, and it's not itchy at all, which I love so much. Another thing that this has is higher slits. You can see like the bottom of it is down here. So the slit, boom, like you have probably, what is that? I would say like a 6 to 8 inch slit right there on the hip. And if you're someone that's comfy with that, fine. I just realized I didn't go over any of the info for this. So this is the Mural women's oversized pullover sweater, color blocked striped side slit sweater. Say that 10 times fast. And it retails for $26.99. This one I haven't noticed too much like overt bagginess with it, which I think is really nice. My only issue is these side slits right here, and it's just a personal thing because of where they fall on me. If I do any movement at all, like you can see, I'm immediately like, hello, let's just see everything that's going on. So for me, the side slit thing is just a little bit not my favorite. I did get this in a size XL, which seems like it should be a lot smaller than this, but it is quite roomy. Like for an XL, I think that you have plenty of room if you need a little bit more, if you're like maybe a busty, maybe if you have a little bit more belly, a little bit more butt, whatever, you have room, because it actually almost completely covers my entire butt. Like the end of my butt's right here, y'all, and we're basically covering that little girl. So I like overall like fit, style, 10 out of 10. Also personal preference on me, just like with the slits. I don't love that this one freaking stripe right here literally at the widest part of my hips, girl. She's just like wagong, so it makes me look a lot bigger, like a lot wider than I am. But then like accompanying that, like I said, it's also a lot more boxy and a lot like bigger this way with not a lot of like ruching or anything to really bring it in at the waist. So it just kind of lets your eye just and go for a ways, which again, I don't care. Like if you're comfy, you do you, it's fine. But for me, it's just kind of a bummer because it does kind of accentuate like the most awkward part of my body, which I don't love. So anyways, overall material's good. It's nice and stretchy. You have a lot of room, a lot of wiggle room on this one. I don't know. For me, this one's not my favorite. I would probably return it just because on my body, like my squatty body frame, it doesn't fit me the best, but it's nice overall. All right, guys. So now we're moving on to this. The color, everything about this is just so cute. It has this amazing, like gigantic turtleneck right here, but it like, guys, look at how generous this friggin' turtleneck is. It's huge. It's so like very chunky, and I love that about a sweater like this. Like the overall style of it is fantastic. Now this isn't as bad as what I would say like a traditional like, hey, let's talk itchy, you know, 80s, 90s pullover sweater from grandma. Like that's not what we're talking about, because it's definitely not that bad, but you can feel it. Moral of the story, more so than anything else I have tried on. So just something to keep in mind. Now if that doesn't bother you, or if you wear long sleeves underneath, whatever, it still is great. Now let's go ahead and just kind of do like a once around here and kind of show it off. The overall details on this guy, it retails for $33.99. This is the Slit women's plus size casual loose high neck balloon long sleeve sweater, and I did pick this up, I believe, in an XL. Yes, in an XL. So overall, I think the fit of it for that purpose is very nice, very generous. You know, my arms have lots of room, all of that, but I just love the way that it fits and the way that it sits on the hips, and just, I don't know, I think overall, like it does have the potential to make you look a little bit more, you know, bulky. But to be fair, like I'm, as a plus size person, I don't ever look at a sweater and go like, oh wow, that's gonna give me such a defined waist, I'm gonna look so snatched. Like, no, you're not gonna look snatched. You're gonna look like you're wearing a sweater, like you're trying to stay warm, and that's okay, because we don't need to, hear me now, we don't always need to feel like we need to be sucked in and cinched in and looking, you know, snatched waist. Like, no, your waist is what it is. So unsnatch the damn thing and let it breathe a little bit. Like, sweaters are great. This is the best season to be alive, people. And I don't know, overall, I have to rate this one a little lower because it's scratchy, at least for me. But the like feel, the fit of it and all of that I really like, and I love that like textured kind of print that it has on the front here, like textured raised stitching. I really love it, and again, it's just really nice. And girl, she is so warm. I gotta get out before I pass out. Hello? Oh girl, so hot. Okay guys, so this Amazon, you have officially bested me, guys. I don't even like I don't even have the words to talk about this, like okay, on the screen, I'm gonna throw up a picture of the color and what this is supposed to look like, so you guys can just judge for yourself. But this is $25.99. I have it in an XL, and this is the Best Hoppy or Best Bishopy women's casual plus size V-neck sweater, coat tops, loose deep sweater, blousey Henley shirts, sweatshirt V pullover. In case you know, obviously you couldn't tell all of that. And this sweater, not only, first of all, is it not the correct color that's in the description, even in the slightest. This is right here, the living embodiment of what it means to take a plus size shirt and just like blow it up and think that you've solved the problem for plus size people. Because this is oh my god, this is itching me so bad. Okay, so number one, let's talk texture before, you know, so I can get out of this faster. You wouldn't know it by looking at it. It is the cheapest, itchiest material that I've ever actually put on my body, so not gonna be lasting here for very long. The cut of it is awful. Like, again, I'm wearing more of like a high-rise above my belly button jean, and this is hitting me at the top of my jeans. My top of my jeans are right here. This is hitting me about an inch below that. So as far as the like silhouette of it, it's doing absolutely nothing, and it itches so bad. The cut of it is horrible, and again, it looks nothing like what it looks like in the picture. This is a sham. This is getting returned. Oh my god, this looks so bad. Like, nothing about this is good, guys. This is horrid. Oh my god. Ugh, don't buy this. Don't buy this. It itches. Oh my god, it itches so bad. What is, oh, there's rat poison in this or something. Allegedly. Okay guys, so let's talk about it. Okay, so this is the next sweater. This is the Side Feel Woman's off the shoulder, we'll get to that in a second, off the shoulder long sleeve fuzzy pullover popcorn knit sweater top, and it retails for $28.99, and mine of course is in the color orange. Now let's go ahead and talk. We're gonna like get some positives out of the way. First of all, the material on this, I just want you guys to see it. It is so soft. It's super nice. Like, it's not itchy even in the slightest. It is so good. Like, the material, 10 out of 10. I'm going to throw up a what it's supposed to look like here for you guys from the website, and that is what they mean by off the shoulder. Like, this weird attempt right here, girl, this is not what they are talking about. I don't know in what world. Like, I bought this in an XL, and my shoulders, like, I know I have broad shoulders and everything, but honey, like, you pull one side, all right, and the other side goes back up, girl. Like, no, send help. This is not it, okay, if that's what you're after. And then I was like, well, okay, maybe we could just make it work like if we did the one side. And instead it just looks like somebody ripped my sweater. So here's what I'm gonna say about this one. The texture is really nice. It's very, very soft. It's actually really warm. The cowl is really enjoyable. If you like to have just like a big, massive cowl, that's fine. If you can pull it off the shoulder, I think it would look okay. But I think for this specific sweater, the way it's designed, you are not going to like it unless you really can get it off of both shoulders. And with that being said, if you are on the broader side of shoulders, like me, I don't really think that this is going to be the sweater for you, because this is a problem. But that aside, the rest of the fit is not awful. It's very much so just like a big oversized bag. There's nothing to it that gives it any real structure, so it is pulling very boxy. So for me, this will definitely be a return, because like it obviously doesn't fit correctly up here. I think the main thing that I'm disappointed about, if I'm being honest though, is the fact that they didn't take into consideration the fact that plus size people have larger width to them. Like, if I'm looking and I'm thinking about an extra large person, yes, this might fit their width, but it would 100% like spring back up over top of their shoulders. Like on her, it is very clearly like down to here on both sides, and it's fitting her comfortably. So I don't know in what planet this would work for that. I feel like this is another prime example of taking a straight size and blowing it up to plus size. But I don't know, for me, it's not bad. Again, it's really soft, and if this is what you're going for, deflated tire R Us, then, you know, you might really like it. But for me, it's a pass. Guys, I'm having a moment. So correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Yes, but when you are looking at, I ordered this in a, what is this, an XXL. When you are looking at something that has these thumb holes right here, they're supposed to go in your, like with your thumb, right? This is, I'm just gonna show you right now, the seam of this runs down and across and down around to my thumb. Like look at this. Can you see how much I'm twisting that material right there? It's literally doing a corkscrew up to my armpit. It wants me, hold on, I want to see, like, where is this supposed to fall? My thumb hole falls on my pinky, like this, hello, this is my pinky, this is my thumb hole. But this side, it's fine. This side, it falls completely where it's supposed to. Okay, guys, so I think I have us to a somewhat appropriate thing here. This is bizarre. Okay, so when I picked this out, I was kind of under the impression that I was getting something that was like sweater-ish. This is the material, which I know doesn't show you anything. It's very smooth, very like standard, what I would say like a shirt material is. So there's no like sweater or like cozy element to it in that respect. But for me, this is the most awkward fitting thing I've ever put on my body. Like, this is 1000% another one of those skinny made fat options. Because like I feel like I'm about to have like a fat guy in a little coat situation, because like my back, again, I have a broad back and I understand that, but from the moment I put it on, girl, I feel like Hulk Hogan over here. I'm about ready to pity the fool. I just mixed metaphors, but you get what I'm saying. I pity the freaking fool that puts on this jacket, because like my arms right now, they're about to bust out, girl. Bertha is coming for your brand, honey. And also, I don't understand the length of this at all. Like, I don't know how well you can see that. There we go. Do you see where this falls? I don't have long arms, y'all. I have these teeny tiny little pencil length arms, okay? And you're gonna tell me that this is supposed to be here? I don't think so. Because as soon as I tuck that in, girl, my thumb's getting yanked backwards. I'm about ready to break my own finger. This is either thought out for someone who is like a tall, skinny, but slightly plus size person, or it's cut out for someone who's just not as big as me. And I don't know which, but I don't like it. Next. All right, now this one I can tell you guys, on the internet here, I would have picked this up to go with like a pair of leggings or something, because in these jeans, I feel like it's just a little bit big, a little bit boxy. But this is the Eco Wish women's oversized leopard print sweater, long sleeve, casual camouflage, pink knitted jumper pullover sweatshirts top. And it retails for $29.99, available in a variety of prints, colors, so on and so forth, up to an extra large. And here's my issue with this one. Number one, again on the model, it looks a lot more oversized. Keep that in mind. The biggest they go up is an extra large, and I do think for an extra large it is bigger. I would say that it's like one size bigger than a standard XL, so it's not like super oversized. I don't love the fact that this almost has like a cut to it to where it bubbles in around my stomach, and I'm not exactly sure what that's all about. Like for me, there's something weird about the cut of this that almost is intentionally hugging me, if that makes sense. And it doesn't do that in the picture at all. In the picture, it quite literally just hangs off of her. If you took something with that same fit and you know, had it up to here, this I don't think would be overly bad. Again, keep in mind there's a ton of extra, you know, stuff going on in there. But overall, I don't know, for 30 bucks, I don't have an issue with like the quality of the cut. I think if you're on the thinner side, you could really enjoy this. But if you are on the plus size, I don't like the way that it hugs, at least for me, if you have any sort of a belly. And you know, I don't have a lot in the boob region, so I don't even have something that can like pull it out and give it some drape, which is again another reason I wanted to start my channel. Like, hello, I'm a plus size girl and doesn't have boobs. Like that's kind of a rare thing. And I know there's a lot of us out there, just not a lot of us on the internet. But you guys, on this note, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Be sure to let me know down below what you think. Again, all of this will be linked down in the description box, so if you have any questions, you want to look at sizing or any of that for yourself, all of my Amazon links will be down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think of these types of videos? Do you think they're helpful? Keep in mind this is my first one, so I know like lighting and my full body and all of those things will have to be taken into consideration. But is there anything you guys want to see? Is there a place that you're curious about, or a concept? I don't know, just anything that you'd like to see in the plus size realm, if that's what you're here for. Let me know down below. I would love to hear from you guys, and I would love to kind of open up the door, talking, feedback, dialogue, all that good stuff. So leave it in the comments. If you haven't checked me out on Instagram and on Twitter, they are both linked in the description down below. And of course, hello, hi. If you haven't subscribed and turn on your post notifications yet, girl, what are you doing? First of all, I earned it. Let me tell you, if you have not subscribed yet, I just earned it because I am sweating buckets and I'm changing in front of strangers on the road. That's how much I'm committed to making this work. So subscribe and turn on your post notifications. I do put up new videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They go up bright and early between 6 and 7 a.m. my time here in good old Northern Michigan. And we talk about everything. We do makeup, try on, plus size, whatever the case is. You guys let me know if there's anything you want to see. But you guys, that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Whose shoulders is it supposed to be off of, girl? Okay, you know what? One shoulder is fine. We'll let one shoulder get air. It's fine. Gee, Paige, do you think they can see the mic boom? I don't know. I do believe they can, though. Try create a zen ambiance, they said. It will be fine, they said. There is nothing zen about this. Basically perfect. Ouch. Okay, minus hitting myself in the head. It's fine. Okay, it's fine.